I've had many people say, oh my gosh, Dravecky, when I watched Ty Blach out there throwing on the mound, he looks just like you. And I don't know if that's a compliment or not, buddy. But I will say one thing. I'm glad to be named in the same space as you. Okay?
Oh, I'm glad to be named in the same space as you. That's humbling.
Well, I didn't say that for that remark, but I thank you for it. You know what? I got to tell you. We've had some really good conversation prior to this. One of the things that Ty and I talked about was this whole idea of baseball being a platform and how he sees it beyond just being this baseball player that goes out there to do something for himself and for his teammates. Because at the end of the day, we want to win. At the end of the day, these guys strap it on and go out and give their best effort every game because there's a goal. And they don't quit. The one thing I love about this ball club is that they don't quit. And they're not going to quit until that last out is played in the last game of the season. And that's the beauty of this ball club. And I think as a result of that, you guys get this amazing platform from which you can then be you in front of these people that love you so much. And so I just ask you, what does that mean to you? And how do you view the platform that God has given you? And how are you living it out as you do this thing called life?
Well, to kind of build on what Nick was talking about earlier, all of us have our identity founded in Christ and that relationship with Jesus and everything that He's given us. We've been given this blessing to be able to play this game. You know, this kid, as a kid, you grow up, you want to play baseball. You know, that's your dream, is to be able to come to AT&T Park, and one of the most beautiful stadiums in all the world, and to come out here every single day and get to play a game is pretty amazing. And just knowing that we have this opportunity to go out and glorify God with our bodies and what we do every day on the field, having you guys around us, supporting us, it's pretty awesome to know that we have this power to impact people's lives. And seeing all of you out here and being able to share our testimonies with you, it's amazing because God is working in each and every single one of our lives. He knows what's in our hearts and who we're trying to become. And as long as we keep our focus on Him and that relationship with Jesus, we know where our eternity is going to be. Amen. And it's pretty awesome. When I look at this game, I look at it as an opportunity to bless people's lives. I come to the park every day and get to hang out with these incredible men. I get to be mentored by these guys that come out and they put their bodies and their lives on the line for you guys. They put it out there and they go out there and they compete. But at the same time, they're out there in the community. They're making an impact. You look at what Buster Posey's doing with his foundation for childhood cancer. All these guys have their different things that they're doing. It's pretty amazing to see the impact that we can have on people's lives. And I think that the biggest thing for me is coming into each day with an attitude of learning and an attitude of positivity. What can I do to learn today, and what can I do to make an impact on the people around me? So using baseball as that platform, whether I'm having a good day or a bad day, I know that I can come in with a positive attitude and try to make an impact on people's lives, whether it's one person or 50,000 people here in the stadium. That's our goal every single day, is to live our life and let that light of Jesus Christ shine through each and every one of us.
You know, I'm going to wrap this up because I know you guys, it's smoking hot up here. You guys have had a long day. You've had a good day. I want you each to know that I admire you all very much. I appreciate so much your honesty with us, because I think in honesty is what we begin to experience with humility. And as we're honest with our lives, and you guys have been honest with us today, it encourages all of us to realize the significance of what Christ can do in our lives when we are open and vulnerable to Him. Because the reality is that Christ does not wait until we get our act together to knock on the door of our hearts. Christ is knocking right now, no matter where you're at, no matter where you're at in life. And these guys have shared their stories. They've shared what God is doing in their lives, and they all know, every one of them knows, that it's a journey that they're on, that's a lifelong journey, and it's not going to happen overnight. But the reality is, what they've told you tonight is Jesus is the answer. He's our hope. He's our strength in the midst of adversity. He gives us the strength to endure as we live life. But he also encourages every one of us to live it to the full, to reflect this wonderful love that these guys have talked about related to Jesus, to walk around reflecting that love that Jesus has given to you, to others. And it's the way we act, not by what we say, that will be powerful. And so show people the love of Jesus. That's what these guys are trying to do every day. And guess what? They're not perfect, and neither am I, but neither are you. And as we do this, we understand God's grace, and we're vulnerable and open to people, so that when they see us, they get it, because we're real and we're not phony. They get it. That's the power of the gospel. The power of the gospel is freedom. It's not bondage. So if you want to be set free, Jesus is waiting for you. Jesus is waiting for you. Thank you so much, guys.